Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Billy and I'm glad you're here. Today we continue with the Celebrate Autumn series by carving pumpkins. A gajillion people around the world are doing the same, so why not us? But we're going to do it with a twist. Or shall I say, with a drill. Now, I am no pumpkin carving expert and I've certainly never done it with a drill. So pumpkin carving adventure or disaster might be forthcoming. So just get on board and let's see where we end up. You know, when I was a kid, we never engaged the ooky spooky side of Halloween. We always did an alternative Halloween party at a church somewhere. And I only remember two things about that. One, I always had some weird, itchy beard part of my costume. And secondly, I could never get the bobbing for apples business. I just ended up soaked and never got an apple. Have any of you succeeded in bobbing for apples? I'd love to hear about it. Tell me in the comments below. So as a result, I've never really done the ooky spooky witchy poo kind of vibe for Halloween. I've always done the, autumn harvest, pumpkinscape thing. Not that there's anything wrong with a spook. I love a good spook myself. But we're going to be doing alternative designs on these pumpkins today. And we're going to talk a little bit about the jack-o'-lantern lore. Where did it come from? What's the history? What's it all about? So stick with us. We're going to be continuing with the Celebrate Autumn series, pumpkin carving with a twist. Should be fun. So I don't know what I was thinking. 5 pumpkins in a 10 to 15 minute video? Well, we'll see how we go. I'm going to go ahead and start with this little one. I've never done the drill carving before, so I'm going to just go ahead and start with a small one, see how it goes, get my fingers around it. I'm going to go ahead and carve out a hole in the back of this pumpkin. Now, I've read that if you do so, the pumpkin is more likely to keep its shape, less likely to collapse. And so I'm going to be carving out a little triangle in the back, just big enough to get my scoop inside, clean out the insides, and we'll take it from there. Ooh, this is messy already. I'm really excited about using the drill. I've never done that before, and from what I've seen on Pinterest, you can make some really pretty pumpkins. We're basically just creating a little back door on this pumpkin, and I want to carve this out in such a way that gosh, that's tough. If possible, I'd like to put this little back door back on the pumpkin. So when it's finished, the wind won't blow out the candle from the back hole. Fun, fun. Here we go. Clean out some pumpkin mess. Ooh, that's ugly. I'm really excited to try this drill. Looks like it shouldn't be that difficult, which is good because I've got 5 of them to do. All right, so I've got a different spoon. Having a hard time getting these stringy bits out. So we'll just scrape as best we can and get on to carving this little baby. So here's our back door. Here's our empty pumpkin. It'll fit right back in there. We're going to use this blue painter's tape to try and get an even line, just as a guide, so that we can do our drilling in a straight line. Let's get the right bit in here. I think I want one of these bigger bits. All right, let's start with what I think is the center. not bad. Very messy, but not bad. This is why we're practicing on the small one. Just to get a feel for it. See what it's all about. Can we even do it? All right, so I've made some very crooked holes, but still, they're holes nonetheless. I think I'd like to go to a smaller drill bit. We'll take this tape off the side and continue with drilling our holes. What a mess. What a fine, fine mess. Let's see if I can try and do these a little straighter. That seems to be the tricky part. Keeping your straight line. Messy, messy, messy. Okay, now we're going to get a smaller bit. I think this one. Okay, we're just going to continue on drilling holes, drilling holes, drilling holes. I think that's the key here. That might be good. Didn't feel like it was going to be good. I think that'll work. What do you think? Not a bad go, not a disaster. A little more scraping out involved to get the holes cleaned inside. But I think that was pretty good. I've decided we're just going to have to do a candle to find out. How do we feel about that? Oh yeah. That'll do. I'm going to turn the lights down a bit. Yeah, that'll do. Now, I've been told that if you're going to not have the top, and you're going to have the back door business, that you should put some holes in the top so that the heat and smoke from the candle can escape. So we'll just do that here. Just a couple around the top and the back. Okay, pumpkin number 1, I think a success. All right, so how about this mama, right here? We're going to do the same. We're going to cut out a big triangle in the back, create a back door, and that should do us well. This is harder than it looks. Okay. Ugh. Look at that. It's a nice shot. How about we just leave it like that? Here. So I forget if I asked this before. Have any of you roasted your own pumpkin seeds? I've seen it done. Doesn't look terribly hard. Tell me about it. That's what the comment section's for. Tell me all about it. So, you can see we've created a handy little back door. And when it comes time to put this pumpkin outside, just pop in the back door. If need be, I could put little toothpicks in there to hold it in place. But this is one hollowed out pumpkin. Now I gotta go wash my hands and we can start carving this one, drilling and carving this one. This one's gonna have drilling and a little bit of hand carving. So let's hope that I can do it in a straight line this time. All right, this pumpkin's a little slimy, so before we put on the painter's tape, let's go ahead, dry her off. So the tape will stick. Okay. I know I've only eyeballed it, but this is a pretty straight line across. And let's hope that I can stick with it and drill my holes according to the guideline here. So which one are we gonna do? I think we're gonna do a big one. Cross your fingers. Cross fingers, guys. I'm feeling a little nervous about it, actually. Well, this is fairly straight. Yeah. I'm pretty happy with that. So now maybe the tricky part. I'm going to get a pin. So this is our most complicated pumpkin, and I'm pretty happy with it so far. Like I said, we're going to have a combination of drilling and a combination of some hand carving. So let's get on with it. So guys, I'm about an hour in and I took a little break for a little bite to eat, a little something to drink, give my shoulders a rest because this action is, well, it's something. And I just wanted to tell you, if you were thinking about, probably not this year, because this video won't come out till probably Halloween, but if you're thinking about doing the drill carving, the only thing I would say that I noticed so far is that because the pumpkin has this uneven surface, if you're trying to precisely put a drill hole at a certain point and it's at a curve, your drill bit might actually move off where you want it to be. I've had that happen a couple of times. So I guess it's just a matter of getting your hands around it and feeling what it's like. But I want to continue now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have drilled all the holes. That took a lot longer than I expected. I don't know. Could we have maybe painted the Sistine Chapel in the same time? I don't know. But having said that, we're gonna plow on. We are probably not going to do all these pumpkins in this sitting. But let's see where we go. Now we're gonna start the actual carving part. This is my combination drill and carve. Let's see how this goes. Sure, why not? What I'm trying to do, if you can see this, or if you can see this over here, is at the end of these little, I don't know, these little dangly bits, these little chains, is going to be a little star. You'll see, you'll see, you'll get it. Now, whether my shoulders will work after we're done, we don't know, but we'll see. I'm probably making all kinds of funny faces. Forgive me. I have a sister who shall not be named, but every time she concentrates, she looks just like this. So, you know, we're doing okay. So let's hear about Jack of the Lantern from pre-modern Irish folklore. Everyone in town knew Jack. He was, after all, a vile drunkard, scoundrel, scam artist, thief, and a general menace to society. After a late night of drinking in the pub, Jack is stumbling along a dark dirt lane and finds himself face to face with perhaps the only one more devious and twisted than he, the devil himself. You see, the devil knew of Jack too, and he said he just had to come see for himself. And by the way, he was intent on taking Jack back to hell with him that very night. Ever so wily, Jack hatched a quick plan to save himself from everlasting flames. He asked the devil if he could just have one more drink before being taken to hell. The devil, not minding the idea of a drink himself, agreed, and they headed back to Jack's pub. Now, when the drinking was done, Jack asked the devil if he could pay by turning into a silver coin. The devil said, "I should have expected as much from you," and he did so, and Jack quickly snatched the coin and put it in his pocket next to a crucifix. In his current dilemma, the devil couldn't take his normal form without Jack's help. So Jack told him, "I'll remove you from my pocket, clear of the crucifix, as long as you grant me one more year of life." The devil reluctantly agreed, and they parted ways. Exactly 1 year later, on the same dirt road, the same drunk Jack stumbles right into the devil. Realizing that 1 year had passed and that he was in jeopardy of waking up in hell the next morning, he asked the devil for one thing before they descend to the depths. He simply asked for an apple. You see, there was an apple tree just off the lane, and the devil, having apparently lost his senses, or perhaps forgetting Jack's penchant for trickery, agreed. The devil climbed the tree to pluck an apple. Oh, the irony. And while he was up in the tree, Jack encircled it with crucifixes. The devil was furious. Having been tricked once again by this scoundrel, he had to negotiate again with Jack to get out of this situation. Jack said, "I'll let you out as long as you promise to never take me to hell. Ever." Now, without any other options, the devil had to agree, and they once again parted ways. Well, time went on, and Jack did eventually die. As he approached heaven's gates, he was abruptly stopped by God himself, who made it very clear that Jack could by no means be allowed into heaven, given the sinful life he has lived. So Jack found himself knocking at hell's gates, where he hoped to gain entrance. It was, after all, better than roaming the netherworld alone for eternity. But remembering their deal, the devil said, "Sorry, chum. The deal's a deal. You can't come in here." Instead, the devil bent down and scooped up a burning ember from hell's flames and gave it to Jack, who placed it in a turnip, so that he may have a little light as he roamed the earth in eternal unrest. Now, tales of Jack of the Lantern vary quite a bit, but this is a fairly typical telling of it. All right, guys, had to get myself a drink. I'm 2 hours in to this project. And my shoulders can probably do very little more. We're not going to get all 5, but we're going to do 3. 3. And gosh, I'm tired. So this last one, this baby here, is going to be a bit easier, I think. I thought that the others were going to be easy, but we'll recap when this one's done. But this is a simple, elegant design, I think. And so let's just get started. I don't remember this being this difficult. But I'm not complaining. This is fun. And wait till you see the reveal on the last one I just did. Ooh! Ooh, it was worth it. It was worth it. Just hang on, it was worth it. Before I forget, I wanted to mention to you that I did a little study before doing this video, and it appears that some people are lightly spraying their carved jack-o'-lanterns, their carved pumpkins with a kitchen bleach cleaner. Now that makes a world of sense. Bacteria and mold and fungus, those things are going to want to start attacking the flesh of your pumpkins. And the bleach spray is going to deter that, and it's going to send squirrels and rodents and chipmunks who love to eat these things, going to send them away, hopefully. So I'm going to try that. I've never done it before, so we'll see. Anything can help that. I'm going to freehand this. I know the design I want. Again, it's simple and elegant, really just going to turn this pumpkin into a luminary kind of look. No special design, just a pumpkin luminary. Let's see if we can get there. Hey, and thanks for hanging in there with me. It's been a messy one, but a fun one. You know, as we head into the holiday season, maybe we just take a quick second for a word of wisdom that might help us get through it. I don't know about you, but in the holiday season, I can get twisted into knots, trying to capture, create, and give joy to all those around me. I came across this quote earlier this week, and it's just been tumbling around my head and my heart, so I thought I'd bring it to you. Popular writer and blogger Katie Reed says, "Self-care is giving the world the best of you instead of what's left of you." I think that deserves another go. Self-care is giving the world the best of you instead of what's left of you. So my friends, take some time to give care to you so that you can do the same for others. It's really the only way. As they say, oxygen mask on you first. So, if you'd like, hit subscribe, thumbs up, hit the bell. We've got a lot more content coming just in the Celebrate Autumn series, not to mention what's coming at Christmas, and I hope to see you along the way. But for now, bye.